OKC played Portland yesterday, and Carmelo Anthony got into a bit of a situation. He was going up, trying to attack the rim there. And the way that he put his arms up, apparently the refs reviewed this play. At first, it was a foul on Yusuf Nurkic, but when they reviewed it, they actually called it on Carmelo and ejected him.
Yeah.
And Russell Westbrook, after the game, was asked about this, and he was not happy with the officiating, to say the least.
It's just a bunch of bullshit, in my opinion. I just think they don't referee the same way all the time. They pick and choose when they want to do it, which is not fair in my opinion. I've been in this league for a while, and I'm able to see it and understand and see what's right and what's wrong. But I can see it's blatant that's not getting looked at, in my opinion. Like, if you get hit, you need to look at it. You gotta look at everything else. You need to take a look at it.
Two things here. One, I think he's completely right, and I swear I'm not being biased. If they're going to review every play review this play where there's contact, they would have to do it for every one of them. That didn't seem to me. You're looking at it. Does it seem like
It's like a bad call.
Yeah, he tried to get around him. It wasn't anything deserving of an ejection. So I agree with Russell Westbrook on that point. And I also think he's an amazing teammate because look at him sticking up for Carmelo Anthony in such a profound way.
They're not playing great together. Yeah.
Seems like their off-the-court stuff's going pretty well.
Yeah, well, they're not playing very well.
Well, hey, listen, neither are the Cavs, and their off-the-court stuff isn't going well either. So I'd rather have one of the two. During Thursday's game against the Spurs, Steve Kerr had quite the meltdown. As you can see, we actually had to put a little herd sticker over his mouth because it was that bad. And he was screaming at the ref. That was Thursday. And then over the weekend, he was asked again about what had happened here. And here's his reaction.
I need to do better. Honestly, I need to do better. That was embarrassing. My daughter sent me the meme. It was all over the internet. I just hung my head in shame. Well, that's where I learned it. I mean, I blamed Pop afterwards. You're the one who taught me that stuff, Pop. I think he might have said something similar when he got tossed.
So for the record, Greg Popovich did get tossed from that exact same game. So my guess is the refs probably weren't great. But you can't say stuff like that when he looks really, really angry. When was the last time you were really, really angry?
Long time ago. But I'll tell you, Steve Kerr lasted in this league a long time and didn't play any defense. So you know how he stayed in this league a long time? He's competitive as hell.
Yeah.
He really is. He's a feisty guy, and he's a great dude, and he's a great coach.
Giannis Antetokounmpo was doing an interview, and he said he is a low-profile guy who doesn't like all these flashy cities like LA or Miami. He said, I don't know if I could be the same player if I played in those cities. And then he tweeted out a Kendrick Lamar line that said, I got loyalty inside my DNA, meaning he doesn't plan on leaving.
Good.
And I think that's really great for him to acknowledge, hey, if I go to LA or Miami, that might change me. I don't want to do that, which I think is really great. LA and Miami is certainly not for everybody.
Oh, no, there's no question about that. I mean, listen, I've known actors that are like, I'm going to live in Chicago. I'll come here for roles, but it's not.
I feel like movies don't even shoot here anymore. They all shoot in Atlanta.
Yeah, no
days.
kidding. Louisiana and Canada.
Yeah, go live there.
Yeah.
Cleveland lost to Atlanta this weekend, 117 to 115, and there's more trouble there in paradise because now some of the bench players are calling out the starters for losing the game for them, including the newest bench member, Dwayne Wade.
It's no secret we're starting games off awful, terrible, and they got it going early, and the effort or the focus just wasn't there, to start it off, and you're trying to battle back. You waste a lot of energy trying to come back from 16, 18 down. It's tough nightly to do that. So, and we all know this is no secret in this locker room, but our first unit, we got to start off better.
So I'm confused. Did he forget that he doesn't start anymore? Or is he actually calling out the starters from the bench?
Yeah, it looks like a kind of a shade, I think they call that.
He's throwing shade?
At the starters.
Or he actually forgot that he doesn't start anymore.
Well, that's why he's saying that he goes, we're not starting off well because he doesn't start anymore.
Right. Okay. So then I was just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt there. So now the bench, and he wasn't the only guy to do it, calling out the starters. That does not seem like a good recipe for success this year.
Trouble in paradise. Well,
Lots
it was never
of trouble.
paradise, but it's trouble. Not good.
Did you see Kevin Love also ripped his jersey off in the game? Like
In
Hulk Hogan style.
In the game?
Yeah.
I didn't. Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to see any Friday. I didn't even watch highlights. I just saw it online. I was like, well, I have my rule. I don't watch sports on Friday. So.
Granted, I think he was a little bit sick, but still, I think there's a lot of tension going on in that locker room. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.